Welcome forward. Yes, grand day risings to you all, listeners across the borders, all over the quarters. London, UK, how you doing? North, south, east, and west. You're in tune to here with I, Original Empress, with the Sovereign Vibes, Health and Vibes show for you. Yes, hope you're great. Hope you're full enjoying the rays of the sun out there on this fine day, this Sunday here. Oh, it's wonderful. I've been out there this morning doing my bits, boosting up my carbon, as we say. So I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you full joy. Sovereign Vibe show, and on this show today, we have the alkaline healing talk. We have the biochemical warfare on the herbs. We have the frequencies, the hormones, and the skin determinants. We also have, are you a chosen one? Ask yourself the question, are you a chosen one on the new earth in the fifth dimension? We go there. Yes, we're going to take it there today. Okay. Um, Also, today's show, we're going to talk about the supplements and if they're good or bad. Then we'll try the poor diet is killing us. The water truth, the reviews of harmful chemicals we'll talk about as well. How to look after your immune system, and then a new information I've researched, which was about the nitric oxide and how it makes your well-being fantastic. It's great benefits as well, so stay locked for that. Also, the sugar impacts, again, a little review on that, and hopefully if I can fit in the heart health and minerals and also the mind health. Again, we got to go there every time with the mind health. Yeah, as you know, there is a lot of chemicals being thrown out into the air, into the food, into polluting our minds and the way that we think, forgetfulness. There's a lot going on with that I've noticed, and it's all to do with the estrogens and how that gets into our system, and then it affects the internal organs, and it affects our memory. It affects quite a lot of things. Okay, so I've talked about this before, and I sort of gave a more in-depth detail about it, but I just want to review that again today. Let's get to the first message. It's a quick message for you. Um, it's about your soul. Your soul is your memory bank throughout the ages and previous lives you have led. While your spirit is the body that houses that soul, we are in flesh. Do you hear that, people? You hear that? We are in flesh, and the brain remembers the flesh. And remember, the body houses the brain. Okay, so that's tip for thought, something to just think about there for a few minutes or so. Your soul is your memory bank throughout the ages and previous lives you have led, while your spirit is the body that houses that soul. We are in flesh, and the brain remembers the flesh. The body houses the brain. The alkaline healing, it's all about our environment, my people. Your health and the foods that you eat. The ones that you have to eat are the earthly foods, the ones that come from the sun, that have been kissed by the sun and, grown in the earth by Mother Earth. So, these foods can heal yourself from many illnesses and, serious conditions across the world, really, when you think about it. We usually, it's a saying, they say this, people celebrate things that supports their own detrimental demise. How does that sound? Does that sound like that is right, or is that something that's real? So that's just something that I've put out there. We know about the weed, we know about the herbs, we know about smoking marijuana, but there's a biochemical attack going on that's been going on for a while now, and they've been tampering with these products for quite a long time. And so what they usually do is they mix the female plant root with the female. So the female goes with the female, okay? And that now becomes a hybrid. So obviously, a hybrid is like not natural in the essence. It's just not natural. It's against nature. It's against the most high creator. So that's what we know. Which means there's no seeds. There's no seeds there. This changes the hormones and changes the perceptions of our thinking and of our lives. Okay, and from a sexual standpoint, this will change the way you feel about your sexuality as well. It kills brain cells, and it substitutes to magnesium. It makes magnesium inhibitors, which inhibits the magnesium process in your body. So it stops the seeds. It actually will stop the seed from growing. Okay, that's the actual herb itself. So we need to be aware. You need to be aware of this, and it also changes your sexual preference if you are open to it to a high degree, um, and so it blocks testosterones and it blocks hormones in women, blocks testosterones in the men, in the kings, and it blocks the hormones in our queens. So very important information. And also, just to throw this in, what you do frequently, often, frequently, shows what your frequency is, what will control you. Yes, what you do frequently shows what your frequency is on, or the kind of frequency that you're pulling or attracting to yourself. And that will ultimately control your whole being. Okay? So, you know, chemical compositions is changed when heat is put on food. That adds to the biochemical misuse of foods and how it affects our body to a serious crucial degree. Okay, so eat to live, my people, eat to live. All right. The skin is made up from the same type of tissue cells that is of your brain. Okay, and your internal organs represents your eye health. So if your internal organs are not not doing so well, or need some rejuvenation, or need some kind of boosting or something like that, you know that the internal organs are not well. And so these are the signs. Okay, eye health, things wrong with your eyes. It affects your whole body because we can't see too well, but it shows that the internal organs are upset or sick in some way. Okay, so okay, let's finish that off, and let's go straight into the fruit, the whole fruit, and nothing but the fruits, my people. The soil is messed up. Yes, basically it is. It's messed up, and you know how, and you know why. Okay, the earth has been tampered with. So fructose, which is in the sugar, um, gives us energy. So remember that fructose is good on some levels because it gives us 12,000 instream of energy. Yeah, from one fruit. Okay, that comes from the fructose that comes from the fruit itself. It is a natural type of energy fruit, so that's quite good. Then we have the galactorose. Okay, that's a type of sugar as well, but that is more comes and more kind of created in the breasts of the queens. Okay, which gives energy to the young star seeds. Okay, then we have the glucose, which is the general energy in vegetables. Okay, which only gives you about 9,000 instream of energies. Okay, so the fructose will, it will bypass the pancreas, and the digestion will break down the glucose, and it will be infused in the cells. Okay, and so when you look at the carbohydrates and you look at stuff like mangoes, coconuts, cucumbers, watermelons, and berries, those foods are infused, okay, with those cells, and so it is it is yielding those cells. Okay, so those foods are great to eat, but just remember, you can't have too much. You just have it in a small, like, moderation. A little bit here one day, a little bit here the next day. Don't go mad. All right. So the whole fruit. The whole fruit, nothing but the fruit. Just keep that in mind, okay? Um, Let me just take you straight to the lymphatic system, because the lymphatic system is based on the T cells, which are the thymus cells, and those thymus cells create the immune systems. The B cells are the bone marrow cells. Okay, we have to be mindful of the cells. The reason why I'm talking about cells today is because it's very important to nourish your cells, replenish, revitalize, rejuvenate, excrete, and make sure that those cells are functioning to a high degree. So yeah, the T cells represents the thymus cells, okay, and that constitutes to part of the immune system. Then you have the B cells, which are the bone marrow cells, ultimately very important as well. I can't go into details on this show about it, but I'll just give it you on just slow spectrum here. Macrofiber in is in the is in the lymph nodes. Okay, macrofiber in lymph nodes. It's the immune system. Okay, okay. Basically, what I found out is that if you heal, basically if you heal the lymphatic system, you can heal the immune system as well at the same time, because the immune system is the lymphatic system. Okay, all right. I thought I'd throw that in, and that's very important for you to take note of in terms of healing yourself. You look at the lymphatic system, okay, and try to put nutrients in that to make sure that that is replenished and cleansed regularly. Okay, the colon detox. Okay, now let me clear my throat. We shall be discussing that because, detoxing is very important. As we talked about the cells as well earlier, this is very important for you. Okay, if you suffer any digestive problems or any joint pain or anything that is paining you in your bones and your joints, it's possible that the colon may be clogged up with excess acid. The body is made up of chemicals, and some are alkaline and others are acid, and these ones will harm your internal organs. Yes, so the acids are the wicked chemicals that destroy our health and well-being. They destroy the healthy cells. Okay, remember we talked about the cells. The acids destroy those healthy cells to a chronic state of where the body cannot heal itself, or even have troubles repairing the cells. Those issues are there. Some of these acids come from shampoos and products, and in the environment of waste in the environment. You can also eat acid forming foods such as refined sugars and processed foods. The damage will occur in the kidneys, so if you persist in consuming these foods, you are subjecting yourself to constant pain in the joints and having problems with your digestive tract and your digestive area. Okay, remember what we talked about, the carbohydrates gives you the energy, but certain types of energy you don't want, and other times other energy you do want. The energy depends on the form in which and what you eat. Carbs are starches and sugars, which are complex or simple. So I talked about this already about the complex carbs. um, so the complex carbs are described as foods like such as um, vegetables, um, rice, foods like that. So they can balance some of them vegetables of which can and that come in that range can balance the blood sugar levels and the lower cholesterol as well. But foods made with white flour has all the goodness stripped away from that. Okay, and so the complex carbs will, however, stop you from feeling tired all the time. So let's look at the simple carbs. These foods, such as honey, white sugar drinks containing preservatives and additional additives and sweeteners, they also contain sucralose and they also contain glucose, which these are in the majority of soft drinks, fizzy drinks, and many fruit based juices. Okay? These are deemed as refined foods and drinks. Okay? Next part coming up is going to be the bulletproof system of defense. The bulletproof system of defense, yes. There's something called the good bacteria that is very friendly to our system. These are called the microbiomes. They're called the microbiomes, and they combat free radicals. These radicals actually destroy our good cells. So I like the estrogens and all the other elements that do destroy our cells. The free radicals do the same. They also secrete poisons and can make acid. Yeah, the defender of your internal systems and your immune system can make you well with consuming good vitamin C. Yes? Okay, good vitamin D. good vitamin A, okay, and this your metabolism means that your processing of energy is like using the fuel to drive the car to help you get to your healthy destination and optimal well-being. Remember that, my people. It's very, very important. Okay. Right. So we've just discussed that, and we've discussed the colon detox, a little bit of that, and the immune system, and yeah. So I'm going to talk in a minute about the nitric oxide. Okay. So have your pens ready for that. Right. The nitric oxide. Okay. Right. Is needed in our bodies, my people. Yes, it's needed in our bodies, the nitric oxide, right? And so it's needed for healthy well being, which consists of endothelium that lines and delivers the vital oxygen and nutrients to the tissues and the arteries, also the blood vessels as well. And their linings you can be, and the linings as well. You can become quite deficient in nitric oxide, yeah, and the levels needs to be high in order to receive the healthy well-being components that the body needs. Okay, so there is an amino acid that is called L-citrulline, which will produce good blood circulation, supporting blood pressure levels, good memory, and promotes a good level of sexual function. It is good for relaxing the muscles quickly as it travels through the body, supporting heart health, natural proteins in our foods. So it's of the utmost urgent action that you need to, do get these good proteins. It provides our body with natural amino acids. We can't make it ourselves. Then we have to balance our hormones that are chemical messengers. These affect our mental and emotional health, playing a role on appetite, weight loss, mood swings within our internal systems. The hormones can be levied according to culture and environment. So nutrition, diet, lifestyles, they are quite important and can change the levels of hormones that we get or how serious we get it or not. Yeah, dependent on your culture and dependent on your environment. Nutrition and diet lifestyles that are healthy in foundation will improve the hormones, allowing you to perform to your best performance. Kings and queens, yes, hormonal changes. Yeah, they are better now. Okay, so get let's get that right. Let's make sure that we get those areas sorted out, my queens. Okay, peptides, hormones regulate. These peptide hormones regulate physiological processes like growth, energy, and metabolism, stress, and reproductive process. The protein influences the hormones that control food intake and relaying information about energy to the brain. Okay, so yeah, getting back to the L-citrulline. The L-citrulline can be taken daily for reduction of the blood pressure and obviously blood circulation, and works well with the heart to enable to function it, make it function properly. And this links because the nitric oxide promotes the sharp memory and focus and gives you added energy, endurance, tells the arteries to relax and fuels your stamina. Yes, you know what I'm talking about when I say fuels your stamina, okay, and those functions there. It helps for lowering cholesterol levels and assists in recovery of illness. Nitric oxide, my people, that is a wonder, yeah? Hope you took your message there. I hope you took down some of that message there. It's about the chosen ones. It's a talk about the chosen ones. I believe we are the chosen ones. We as a people, as a Nubian race, are the chosen ones. But I want to define it and break it down into like sections to say which one are you, yeah, because we all have our own skills, our own powers, our own way of doing things. So I just want to know if you can put yourself in this any one of these categories if you want, and you can choose not to. You can say, well, I don't believe in any of that, but it's up to you. So you make the choice. So the first one is the oracle, yeah. The oracle stems from ancient original times, ancient from Kemet. Yeah. And that just basically says, know thyself. That's the definition of that. Okay. Original ancient Kemet, the oracle, defined as know thyself. Okay. The oracle one. They are counselors. They are gifted with the clairvoyance. They have eyes to see before it happens. Yes. They can hear things. Yeah. And they can feel things too. They are what we call empaths. Yeah. They can tell things, they can just feel and know what's going on or what's going to happen next. Yeah. So, and we call these people prophets. Yeah. So you can look at yourself and say, well, I have that trait, blah, blah, blah. You are the oracle one. As a chosen one, you are the oracle one. You are the prophet, oracle one. Yes. The second one is free spirit, chosen one. No one can hold you down. Nobody can hold you down. Yeah. You are you can be like an outcast, you can be just sit on the sidelines, just observing, not really saying too much, just, keeping it to yourself, and you don't really fit in really anyway. You just sit by your side, you sit by yourself. And you know the real deal. You know what's really going down in society and what's going down in the world. Yeah. So your mission is to really to try and get others to feel that you need to be free, and it's your birthright to be free. So are you the spirited one as a chosen one? The next one is the truth teller. Are you the truth teller one? Can't tell lies, They just can't tell lies. But they're there to expose the truth. They're there to say exactly what the truth is. Yeah, they're the truth tellers about everything. They speak, they speak their voice to awaken others. So are you the truth teller one? The next one is the inspiring infiltrator, powerful co-creator. They hold the light to bring it to the mainstream. They're very beautiful people in looks, very handsome people in image, they're very attractive. You wouldn't really expect this person to be having that kind of, that kind of power, These people are artists, singers. They spread the message through music, through influencing in a subtle way what they know was going on. Yes? And we know many of those people have gone on to the other side, and there's still many of them here are still singing and preaching, yeah, the message that goes out in a subtle way. Some, they just go straight for the throat, and just say, right, this is it. And that's what happens with a lot of artists. They just say it how it is, and I prefer those ones there who just say it how it really is. Yeah. So are you the inspiring infiltrator? Yeah. You're a powerful co-creator, know that. The next one is the confused one. They are trapped in with knowledge and they just don't know where they are, if they're left or right. Yeah? Yeah, they work within certain worlds that are being controlled. That's all I can say. The confused one. Let me get back to some music and give you the sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth one after these tunes here. Straight into the last part of the Are You, which chosen one are you? We go into Are you the hermit? Hmm? Are you? Are you the hermit one? Always likes being by themselves. They love to be in their own inner emotions and meditating. They love to be in nature. They love the inner body experience. They don't want to follow the crowd. They just want to just do their own thing. Mission is to live the truth for themselves. Are you that chosen one, the hermit one? Okay? The warrior queen, are you that? Or you, the warrior king, helping others to get right with themselves? Yeah? Those people there, they're on the battlefield. They're sovereign, straight, bringing in the light. They do not back down. They don't care what it takes. They're just the warrior, working for the people and against all lies. They spread the truth. And that is a warrior king and queen. Are you one of those? Let's get straight to the healer. Are you the healer? Yeah? Helping others to eat well in mind, body, and soul. I can have more affiliate with this one here. Um, helping others to eat well, body, mind, and soul. Eat to live lifestyles that is healthy. Yeah, a health freak. Are you that? I'm not really quite a freak, but I'd like to just spread the knowledge and spread the information. I don't know about freak. So Teach others to live healthy. Are you the healer? The helping hands? Are you that? The final one is the elder, the chosen one who is the elder. Yeah, guiding. They're the gatekeepers of the light. They hold secrets. They guide you. Yeah, they are the master teachers, the masters of building as well, and they spread love. They just know. They just got it from ancient days. The ancient have come and given it to them. You know, they've had many lives, and they're just now ready to just say, right, I'm here, and I'm ready to just protect and give the light at the same time. So, are you one of those, the elder, chosen one? Remember, my people, we're going to talk about the heart health now. Remember these talk. I hope you got a pen. Okay. So the heart health and the minerals. Okay. So remember that when you change your food, okay, from dark energy into light, energy foods are our DNA, is our DNA. Will also change our Nubians. All Nubians will benefit from an enhanced level of protection and energy due to the carbon. Okay? All right. From a spiritual and physical perspective, carbon provides powerful energy, frequency, and outstanding vibrations, which is embodied within our subconscious mind. We need to nurture these powers within nutrition, within our foods, and eating from the alkaline natural foods list that have been kissed by the sun, hugged and hugged by Mother Earth. My people, most high, we give thanks and praise. So, junk food is the false dark energy that will leave you feeling low, depressed, with a whole heap of confusion in your mind, in your brain, lacking motivation, self esteem. These are the signs and warnings, so watch out. If your mind is disturbed, then the heart will also be affected. There just has to be a balance of both working in cohesion together to sustain a healthy mind and of heart well being. Natural foods are the real light energy foods, my people. And the sugar of today will rewire the sugar effects. Yeah, will rewire the brain functions and increase depressions and disturb the brain and its pathways. The cerebral cortex will be affected. The brain will be detrimentally impacted over time. Right? The skin is the biggest organ of the entire body and so will greatly be affected by sugars, and the effects on the skin make you age very quickly. The sugar greatly affects the heart by inflaming it, and the linings with plaque and the arteries will be subjected to increased risks of strokes, heart attacks. The kidneys will become damaged, and its filtration will slow down. The whole system is depleted and can cause kidney failure. My people, hear up. The joints and the muscles will pump inflammation in the bloodstream, bringing on arthritis and other degenerative systems in the body. Electric foods are the alkaline way based, which will help the body and the internal organs, surrounding areas repair and nourish and build back to its former glory. So remember, the electric foods are the good food found in nature. Help to increase such vital minerals, such as try to increase such vital minerals, such as copper, needed for the nervous system, allowing for greater mind and your senses. You are rejuvenated, very high, and your vibrations and your frequencies are clean and clear. Let's don't forget the new found energy. We are electric. This is the reason that we can move around every day. Remember that, my people. Right? When you're working in the plantation, remember, yeah, try to eat the foods that are electric based. All right? The food is your medicine. In many instances, your health is your wealth every time we say it, you know. So I went into a study. It was quite extensive, and I had to take certain notes from it. It was very interesting. But I'm not sure if I can mention the name, but he's rest in peace. He's passed away now, Dr. Blair. Okay, he's one of our own. He's one of our Nubian brothers. Okay, let's put it that way. Okay, so he worked in the field of science and physics and all these kind of different things. I can't even pronounce some of the words, but he did a study, and he stated in one of those studies that Tomatoes, potatoes, broccolis are all terminator foods. I know it's similar to like Dr. Zebi's, narrative as well, which is very prominent for our health. Okay, so terminator foods, which works well with breathing, it works well with breathing in unclean air. These foods work well with breathing in unclean air. Okay, to which is the main cause of many illnesses and diseases on the planet. High frequency chemical trails that manipulate the weather, the rain, the winds, and much, much more to detriment of the people and their health and their well being. So we are breathing into our lungs, heart, and minds. Indeed, our whole being is taken in this chemicals that I'm going to read out right now. And they are titanium, aluminium, barium, non human T cells, chemicals from ships in the skies. For centuries, this has been going on. There have been electrified air poisons and metal particles, okay, in the air across time that makes you age quickly in the whole of your being. The whole of your internal organs will weaken down and get sick. So, foods are now chipped to sustain the mind control. Okay, so the narrative, most of these are testing stations and experiments to just see how much, they can succeed in brainwashing us. Okay, so media, news, televisions, all these areas do not help in trying to keep our people on a natural footing. Please note that nitrogen is fire, carbon, yes, nitrogen is fire, carbon is earth's, hydrogen is water, and oxygen is air, right? Nitrogen is fire, carbon is earth, hydrogen is water, and oxygen is air. These are all natural elements created and used by the Creator, and no other shall interrupt these procedures and prosper against the Most High. We are designed not to be sick. Okay, the Most High has placed these herbs, these healing um, herbs, and various roots and plants. Yeah, for us, for our bodies to heal. Okay, so remember that. Remember that we are taking in a lot of these chemicals into our system over time will make us very, very sick. So you know what I keep saying to you: flush, detox, eat well, build up your body, but detox out the rubbish. Okay? And that is ultimately what you need to do to keep at bay these nitrogens and titaniums and aluminiums and bariums. Okay? So you do that on a regular basis and you should be fine. Okay? I know a lot of us is been taking in for a long time, but you can still clean, you can still cleanse, and you can still nourish. Okay? Be like a tree, stay grounded, connect with your roots, turn over a new leaf, bend before you break. Full joy, your unique natural being. Full joy, your sovereignty. Yes, let's keep it growing. Let's keep it pushing. Dream like Martin, lead like Harriet, fight like Malcolm, write like Mayo, think like Garvey, and rebel like Rosa Parks. Straight into mind health. Mind health, excuse me, my people. Your state of mind controls your consciousness and body functions. Stress and grief, alongside depression, are all negative effects, impacts on your mind. And if you continue to dwell on these negative factors, then you are putting yourself in a situation where your life is shortened by 20 years, my people. Good sleep is necessary and essential, but balancing your food intake with nutrients and minerals that make the body needs to recover. The body does need to recover. The minerals are needed to make the body recover. Exercise daily, interact with others, socialize, and have a good laugh and a good giggle. These will raise the endorphin levels so you are feeling happy and peaceful at the same time. Yeah? Train your brain to learn new skills, new interests. Focus on positivism and reduce smoking if you can, and drinking just reduce it. Always remember that foods are embedded with starch. A lot of foods are embedded with starch. So in terms of rice, you have to wash out the rice now. I have to wash it out 3 times if I want to do any basmati rice. Yeah, or I cooked some wild rice with basmati, and week before wasn't really much washing out, but this week I thought, wow, what's going on? I've had to throw it out, water out from the rice about 4 or 5 times, and get some warm water and make sure every starch is out of it before I could cook it. So these will destroy your good cells. Yeah, the chemical binders, starch contained in it, and it's really just not good. The chemical binders that are contained in these are not that you don't remember. So let's not forget the carbonic acid in there as well. Okay? So have a great life. Yes, it's what you make it, it's what you consume. Okay? Herbs are the healing of the nation, and with it carries carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen to the brain, and your brain, body, and soul will be strong to combat whatever is ailing you, my people. Okay, my goodness, I think I'm nearly coming to the end of my messages today. Watch out, my people. Watch out for the processed food. Beware. They are modified meats. Yeah? Okay. They got nitrates contained in the meat to keep them fresh. Yeah, but that converts to chemicals later on, causing concern in your stomach and your bowels. Okay, remember. Fruit juice is made from basic food. It's bad for you. Yeah, 12 ounces of glass of juice contains fructose, which lets you think you're satisfied, but actually gives you no nutrients at all. Unhealthy side effects. Those fructose there that I talked about before are the healthy ones. These ones here are not healthy at all. So the mortality rates are at risk when you are having these fruit juices contained with foods that contain, like, obviously high carbohydrates and all different kinds of additives, and sweeteners and things like that. So the juicing releases the sugar but distorts the fiber. So what you get, you're not getting the real what you're supposed to get. Okay. All right, let's move on to the supplements. Supplements. This is the last few message here I've got for you. The rest of it's going to be just music. Supplements, are they good for you? Most supplements do not really contain what's in the bottle. There's a small minimal amount of ingredients. That's really what they say is on the bottle that's in there. It's not as much as what you think it is. Okay, what's described in the bottle is blah blah blah, but the amount that you get is not really that much. So obviously, pure vitamins, pure fruits, pure veg give you the natural vitamins and minerals. That's the best way. Um, Also, the what I was going to say about the steroids, but there's a bit of a lengthy discussion on that one. I don't want to go too much on that. I'm going to leave that until next strong. Okay, so just basically beware. Remember about the chemicals. Remember, how it harms our kings and queens, and it harms the star seeds. A lot of those chemicals are very bad estrogens in the environment. Remember that. Remember to keep it alkaline every time.